Glad to have you with us from Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. A late season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Middle Tennessee's offense will get first crack at it today. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
29. Third down from the gun, Williams. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd
throws toward the end zone. Almost had that one picked off in the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Got it, looking for the first down. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play. Deep in the end zone, it's Allen.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Shows him the stiff arm. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wideout. Throws it back. Out wide right, it's Evans. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. On the ground, it's Jenkins. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Jackson will throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
He's changing the play.
Booster.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Makes a man miss.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game to pick up the first down. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Left side is Lacey. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Williams on the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Williams to the air again. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab at the Absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Looking for the time with the extra point.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Running inside, it's Jenkins. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Pulls and fired complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the grab in their space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in for a touchdown. Lining up to add another.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On the return, it's Allen. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick spin on the run. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. With the draw, it's Martin. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long right here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Right side, it's Brown. Runs through a man. He might have space. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacy. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Here's Williams to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and night.
Makes the catch, and he's free. The 50, the 40, he's at the 30. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Got enough for the first down. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Out wide left, it's Smith. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hits inside, it's Jenkins. Here's a little room there. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. He smashes his way through again. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throwing, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Galloway. Got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off. We're
going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some.
Caught, and he's got room. Into enemy territory, and out of. The 41 after the good game there. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams, and the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Williams will pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Missed the connection on 2nd, now looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Now this offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense in a bunch formation. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Long way to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. After the 3rd down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. Going to field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Rush is on. They get to him. They'll face a 3rd and long. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Throws it back. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got the 1st down. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, it's Jenkins. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Lucky to get it off.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out to the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Williams. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Fields the punt. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Jackson gonna throw it. Left side is Sparks. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Burgess. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
In the backfield, it's Allen. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A give to Brown. Jukes his way for more. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. There he goes to the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Burgess. Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking for a crease. He's got the first down. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Quick give, it's Burgess. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Out wide left, it's Sparks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Bunch formation for these receivers. Running the red zone, it's Burgess. Could be an outlet. Got enough space. Into the end zone for a touchdown. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Williams to throw. Out wide right, it's Allen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, MTSU. Great job by the back on the option.
offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The run inside. It's Burgess. Enough to move the chains. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
To the ground. He's got it again. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Second and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, maybe a double pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Right side, it's Smith. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on second down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
He'll toss it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Number 43, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be knocked down. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Powers through the defender. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Now on second down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Look out! Still on his feet. Gets rid of it.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Williams to throw for it on fourth. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Fires to the tight end. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point was good.
Number 43, set to kick this one away.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Throwing, Williams. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Brought down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch on the left. Here he goes. And he ran away from the defense. Take it in. Touchdown, Blue Raider.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Got him on the RPO. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Jackson will throw. The quick out. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Left side is Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. right away. You're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Here comes the heat. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.